Hello, Market Movers members and friends. Wait a minute, what just happened? What happened here?
What happened?
What happened to me?
What happened to you?
How do you do this? What is this?
What is it?
What is going on the TV here?
You just went from like a 4.5 to at least a 6. What? This is great. Dang.
What?
Oh my gosh.
Did this guy in the forklift back here take my hair?
Hey, if you start, you're gonna start mewing soon. I believe is the term.
What is this? Snapchat now? What are we doing?
Hey,
what are we doing here?
God, I look like a tape brother.
I was supposed to be you. Now are you supposed to be me?
I don't know.
Is that how I am?
I'm swagging.
I don't know. The show just started and we're already in chaos.
Lance Bowman says jump scare. Yeah.
Jump scare, says Lance Bowman in the YouTube chat.
That
was definitely a jump scare indeed. Welcome everybody to our Market Movers live show for the month of March. We appreciate you guys being with us tonight. We are particularly excited about tonight's show, TPott, because we got something new to show the audience here. We'll show it to them in about 30 minutes.
Indeed.
We're excited. It's been a major upgrade to Market Movers that we have been working on for months. And we're going to give the audience the first little preview. I don't know what's going on.
There's like an upgrade happening to the card shop behind us, too.
I literally don't know what's going on. We got
Someone's got a scissor lift.
Scissor lift behind. I have nothing to do with this. I did not authorize this. I don't even know what he's doing. Right. But something big is happening. And this has no tie-in at all to the big Market Movers news tonight. But
well, not that you know of.
Well, maybe there is. I don't know. I shaved my head a minute ago. So maybe
scissor lift and scissor lift.
It's all kinds of stuff happening tonight. Anyway, I hope you guys are out there. Hope you guys out there are doing well. Thank you for joining us live tonight. Looks like we've got Casey Holmes guy in from Kansas City in the chat. Kel Card says LOL in the chat. We got all kinds of folks in the chat tonight. M. Neal, appreciate you, and Maker of Proof. And what is that one? That is I'm Too Legit. Welcome, I'm Too Legit. And
I'm Too Legit.
Is our
been here before.
First timer here. Jay Diecast. Look at that. Cool Games 4862 and Jay Vots and Travis Etienne for MVP. Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know about that one.
Trevor Etienne's brother.
Yeah.
Who you know something about.
I don't like him. I don't like him at all. Jason Bradshaw, Huddy, Kel Cards, curator of Cardboard. A lot of great folks in the chat tonight.
Who let someone from Ohio in? No, I'm just kidding.
We got Go Vols in the chat. They're still dancing. They're still dancing. You guys are still dancing, TPott.
Yeah, we're still dancing. Big Ten's representing, Geoff.
Yeah, you know what?
Big
you know
Ten.
What we are, TPott? We're still the defending national champions, TPott.
You're eliminated.
Defending national champions.
You are officially eliminated. You are defending nothing.
We are still
other than
the
the shame of your early exit.
We are still the defending national champions.
It is all over.
All I hope for now,
bounced by a Hawkeye.
All I can hope for now, TPott, is that sometime in the next 2 weeks, COVID comes raging back across the country.
This is what it's come to.
And shuts down.
You're wishing death and despair upon
the NCAA
millions.
tournament. No one can go outside. We're all social distance.
This is a live stream. Cut this.
The championship game
there
never actually happens, TPott. So the Gators will remain champions.
He's got like a mullet in the back
year.
Still.
That's all we can do.
The business Gators in the front, party in the back.
Okay, let's get on track here. We're going to start tonight's show. We've got some questions from the audience. We got Nick over there on the breaking desk. We got some great packs to give away to folks tonight as well. Let's start rapid fire with some questions from the audience. Here we go. First one from Peter. Can we get a scanner mode for rock cards like the one available for graded cards?
Oh my goodness. Someone just get Peter a pack. Yep.
Yes.
Peter Piper picked the pack.
Peter?
Yes, he did.
And we'll be talking to you in about 30 minutes, so let's stay tuned. But let's get Peter a pack.
Oh, it's coming, Peter.
Let's get Peter a pack right there.
That was easy.
Wow, look at that. Just a little foreshadowing in the phone call today.
Staples.
Little foreshadowing here in the chat today.
Yeah, Dan's regulating the chat at Market Movers, and Dan and team are kicking butt.
What do we got here?
All right,
Nick?
So for people who ask questions, we got H2 packs of Optic Football and Bowman's Best University as well. And then we got Stadium Club for all of our giveaway winners. So we're going to start out with our Optic packs and some of the Bowman's Best. So for Peter, we got Elijah Arroyo. We got a Justin Jefferson's Diamond Hands.
It's a nice card.
Is it sparkle or is it just
It's just a base, sort of the diamond design.
All right.
A DJ Moore and a J.K. Dobbins.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
Well,
I don't think I've seen the new Optic football. It's nice.
now you have.
It's nice. Looks nice. I like that. All right. Let's do another question from the audience. Thank you, Peter, for your question. Next question is from Casey Felton, regular. Which sports card category do you think is the most overpriced right now and most underpriced? Ooh, that's a good category. That's a good question, TPott. I guess I haven't thought about that for a little while. Most overpriced and most underpriced sports card category.
Well, that's a loaded question, right? Because if you just like stack up the dollars spent in each category, you could, I'm sure, quantify and look at, well, that seems over, and bless you, that seems under. Like my gut says, with the resurgence of basketball the last 12 months or so, that basketball continues to be overpriced.
Okay.
And I say that with the full scope of all eras in mind. Okay.
Well, that's tough to say because, as you said, yeah, it's like, are we talking ultra modern basketball?
Yeah.
Are we talking, Kobe and
Well, I
and
look
Jordan?
at somebody
Or
like
are we talking
Wemby.
Will Chamberlain?
I think
and Joe
Jordan is
Russell?
established. I think Jordan warrants the prices he has, to be totally honest, and I think Kobe does too. I think if you look at the '90s, other stuff like key sets and iconic sets, I've talked about this. It's like, why is a Terrell Owens red PMG a third of the price of Alonzo Mourning? That doesn't make any sense. Like there's things that are equalizing a little bit, normalizing and catching up. But in general, I think basketball has just got like this deep-pocketed global reach for the high-end market that isn't, it's just not established. Even like, yes, baseball has big sales. Football's kind of lagging behind in general. I think football is the most underpriced now. Football and soccer both, I believe, are both the two most underpriced. Soccer is heating up. I don't know how much of that has to do with the World Cup being in the U.S. versus just that market catching on. I think that market's just catching on in general, and finally it's getting its due, and I think it has the most potential globally of anything. So as long as the manufacturers, most notably Topps Fanatics, continue to spread their wings globally, and PSA opens more grading centers and all these things, shops, maybe Cards HQ someday overseas somewhere, who knows? That will help the soccer markets more than any other market, I believe. But football's the one that always just, I come back to, it has a lot of growing up to do. And I don't mean that in a pejorative, condescending way. It sounds pretentious to say, but if you look at the behaviors within the football card market and the hyperfixation almost exclusively on quarterbacks and brand new shiny object receivers and like nothing else, there's just I think there's a lot of opportunity to be had. I don't know what the timeline is of that, but I think probably over the next 10 years, certain football sub-segments, if you do your research, have a lot of opportunity of growth.
Okay. I'll agree with you on football. Undervalued.
Okay.
I like that. Overvalued, I'm going with SpongeBob cards. Definitely SpongeBob. Let's get a free pack for Casey.
Also
here.
undervalued, Dune. Dune Topps
right.
Chrome.
Moving on to some college hoops here with the tournament going on. This is from last year. I don't think we've seen the new product yet. Ali Zeeble, Josh Hubbard, Robert Wright III, Jackson Shelstad out of 250.
These look cool. I like these cards.
Like a purple. And out of 99,
Oh, bang.
Zayd Lowry,
There you go.
Marquette.
Look at that.
It's a cool autograph. Looks like
Right, a Marquette
green.
right
Yeah,
there.
not in the dance, but looks cool.
Sion James. We got Bowman Masterpieces, Anissa Morrow, and Audi Crooks.
Oh,
she's
that's
good.
big. Wait,
Yeah.
that's
That might be a nice card,
Is that like a
actually.
shimmer, or what is that?
Yeah, it looks like a shimmer, probably
Her stuff
not
has been
numbered.
hot this year.
No.
Yeah.
So
Anissa
another
was. I haven't heard as much about her lately.
She
but
can't play
Anissa was.
defense, but she can go on the low post and score.
That's right.
Kennedy Smith and Michaela Blakes.
There you go. There you go, Casey.
All right.
Nice
Take
pack.
a few more
I like
questions.
those cards. Those look
They're
sick.
nice. Bowman U's is nice. You know what
Yeah,
they're doing?
Bowman's
Have you
Best
heard what
U.
they're doing to Bowman? Yeah, Bowman's Best U. You know what they're doing this year to Bowman? Have you seen this whole thing?
No.
they're doing to Bowman?
Well, let's talk about this.
Yeah,
Because I
crazy.
don't. Because maybe you have information I don't. From what I saw, the only information I saw was that Bowman First cards would be in Bowman basketball. So you would have NBA licensed rookie cards and other things and veterans, and Bowman Firsts.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. And then I saw Ryan, Card Collector 2, post a reel saying, well, I'm mad that they're getting rid of Bowman U.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's told me they're getting, nobody, that's not public. Nobody said they're getting rid of Bowman
Yeah,
U.
it's Bowman U will no longer exist as
So
its
you,
own
this
product.
isn't, you have this inside information, for
true.
sure, confirmed.
Huh?
Okay, that's news, because we
Correct.
talked about this on Cards on the Table last week with you out, and I assumed maybe Ryan had some info, but That was not part of a press release
You should
anywhere.
have called me in Las Vegas. I would have told you.
That was not. I call you all the time. You don't ever answer.
Bowman U's gone. It's out.
That is big news then.
What they decided to do
Wow,
was
that's not good.
They
I don't
made
think that's good.
they made the checklist smaller of the college players.
Oh.
They used to have this dedicated product Bowman U that's all college
We don't have
players.
enough time to talk about this.
They've now said we're going to do a smaller college player checklist of just the players that are, draft candidates and that kind of stuff. And then we're going to combine it with all the pro players and have a Bowman product that's a combination of the two. But if you think about it, that's exactly what Bowman baseball is.
Not really. Not really, because Bowman baseball has Bowman draft, and then it has Bowman, and then it has Bowman Chrome. I think that's a big mistake. I think they should have both. And I'm surprised they don't have both, because from a business operations perspective, money printer goes brrr when you have multiple products, because people will gobble it up no matter what. And now Bowman basketball is going to be very expensive.
Oh, it's going to be
far more
it's going
expensive.
to be,
So it's now inaccessible to the everyday person who absolutely loved, adored, and supported Bowman U for the last 3 years.
I think Bowman
4 years.
basketball will end up price-wise around Topps Chrome basketball.
Yeah, it might. It might.
Possibly more for a short period
might.
of time of
It
hype
might.
cycle. Because you're going to
I think that is- I think that's a colossal mistake.
Not only are you going to have your Cooper Flag rookie autos and your Conky Nipple rookie autos, but you're also going to have all of your college players.
That is a colossal
first
mistake.
Bowmans. And then they've juiced the product to the heavens. To the heavens.
No, it's-
First of all, they're doing first Bowmans of Bill Russell. And
This is,
other,
I know,
and-
the
and
retro,
like-
the retro,
retro.
what do they call them?
They're doing the
retrofractors?
anime cards. They're all the basketball
I know.
animes, the rookie animes,
Yeah.
Cooper Flag animes, and Conky Nipple animes will be in this product. They're doing the crystallized; those will be in this product, and they're doing the garbage pail kid basketball edition with Cooper Flag and that will be in this product. This product
This is
is
terrible.
juiced to the moon.
This is
to the moon.
That is a
Teapot.
terrible, terrible decision, in my opinion. Terrible. For them too. I'm saying I think this is terrible as a collector and for them. Bad business decision. They have every opportunity to turn the Bowman First for basketball and football into a thing like it is for baseball. They've got the marketing power and the psychology. They've got the opportunity. I thought it was smart. Bring the Bowman First into brand new Bowman basketball where you get crossover exposure. Just like we've seen Dynasty Baseball start to flare up and high-end patch auto relic market now that basketball people are coming over and cross-pollinating into these markets, you have an opportunity to saturate and cross-pollinate your licensed NBA people with college people and get them into the breaks and everything that they like to do. And why not have a standalone college product that could hopefully be a little more affordable for people to access? This just pushes more people out of the ability to buy the sealed product. And I know for a fact this is going to be devastating to a lot of people. Very devastating. I think they could have done 2 products and get more Bowman First out there. Now, Tom Brady would have never had it, your 6th and 7th rounders and everybody else, they'll never have a Bowman First.
I just think not enough people wanted to buy Michigan State
They
Bowman
bought
First
it.
cards.
Yeah,
I don't think they
eliminated
really-
Florida Gators.
Should have just needed all the Florida Gators
NFL
in the product
players
and it
that
would have been
never
fine.
work out. Serial killers, all this crap.
All right. Was that a question? How do we get off on the
That was
Let's
not a
get
question.
Let's get a question.
That was
from
not
Ryan.
that was just a side tangent, side quest.
What are the most important and collectible vintage wrestling cards, and which sets are considered the earliest in the hobby? Teapot, this is way beyond my pay grade. I know zero about this. I'm going to let you answer this question.
I'm gonna share my screen right now because I'm gonna show you how market movers can help even if you don't know anything about this. I'm gonna put in wrestling, and
So
the
you're on
nice
the
thing
price
I'm on
movement
price
screen here.
movements.
Okay.
And even in here, I can click on this, and what it will do is we have these dependent filters. So I click wrestling first, and now I can go back, and I can actually click on these different years. And I guarantee you, because our team researches a lot when they put cards into the database, that I'm going to search and update this. And I'm going to just go to the last year, and then I'm going to go to last sale. And obviously, I could have told you Hulk Hogan's 2 specific cards. I don't know that I could have told you the year and rattled off that these are 82 and 85, but you and I are both very familiar with these cards.
Yes.
Aesthetically, he obviously passed away, sadly, and so that adds juice to it. I Could have told you Andre the Giant was in the mix and Ric Flair, Iron Sheik. Like, these are definitely some of the big ones. I think the question was about vintage.
Vintage, yeah. I mean, it looks like there's really not very many wrestling sets over the course of time.
Yeah.
I mean, I would consider these 82 vintage ones.
Yeah. I mean, there's vintage stuff out there.
Ricky Steamboat, look at that.
Look at that guy.
His son was in the store.
Look at that guy.
Yeah.
His son was in the store?
Yeah, Ricky Steamboat's son, yeah. Had all of his old...
Who does say, like, yeah, like that was, like, I should know that. You're like, yeah, no big deal.
He had all of his stuff. He had he had all of his boots and his capes and the whole thing. He's got a whole Ricky Steamboat.
Look at this guy. This
collection.
guy just looks like he was actually on... This guy looks like he wrestled for Iowa and just beat a Florida Gator.
Wow.
That's what he looks like. He's just like, yep.
There you go.
Yep, here I am.
That's better.
Yep, I'm just going to do that. We know The Rock. We know about The Rock, the Dwayne Johnson Miami Hurricane football card as well. Look at this, though. Look at this guy.
Oh, 1933 Gowdy.
This
is vintage.
That's the build of a wrestler back in the day. So
this
you want
is actual vintage.
Your Don George.
Now, is that a real wrestler? Because they didn't.
That's real. Yeah,
they weren't doing
yeah.
stage wrestling back in 1933,
no.
were they?
No, this guy auditioned for the Goonies and then didn't get the cut, so he just went back to wrestling. But yeah, that's how I would approach it.
There you go.
Use market movers to look up, because we really do. Like, when we add cards to the database, we've got 6.8 million cards now in the database that we're tracking, and that's about to scale up big time, baby. Those we add based on like popularity, on notoriety, on iconic nature. We add the most important stuff to the database, and not the more obscure stuff. So that's a great research tool.
There you go. Now you know. Let's get Ryan a pack of cards.
But I, like you, do not know wrestling super well.
Back to Optic for Ryan. All right, looks like we got some color in the back. Bayshal Tutton, we got Donovan Ziraku. Ashton Jeanty.
All right.
Is that a hollow
That's a
rated
hollow.
rookie?
Hollow.
There you go. That's
Hollow.
nice. There you go, Ryan.
And then Taj Brooks.
There you go.
This was just all rated rookies.
Is that going to be a numbered one? Or is that just a
no.
short print?
Looks like just a red
Red Choice or something?
choice, yeah.
Red Wave?
Mojo.
I can't
Cool.
see it, yeah.
Awesome. Hey, everybody, I want to let you know, for everybody watching, we're going to do our first giveaway appreciation for you guys watching the show here in about 10 minutes. If you have not yet entered the giveaway tonight, you only need to do it one time, but you need to do it now so that you can get in the first giveaway tonight. The link is pinned to the top of the YouTube chat. It's www.sportscardinvestor.com/live. You can log in there and enter the giveaway. If you're not a member, you can sign up to be a member for free, or you can still enter the giveaway without being a member. Just go to sportscardinvestor.com/live, and you'll get all the information there. Later tonight, we're going to be playing trivia as well, and you're going to find that link to get into trivia on sportscardinvestor.com/live as well. And if we answer any of your questions tonight, or if you win anything tonight, you also need to fill out our prize winner form so we know how to ship your cards to you, and that also is on sportscardinvestor.com/live, that link on the top of the YouTube chat. TPott, I wanted to send you out in the store, but I'm frankly a little bit concerned right now.
I'm afraid for my life.
I don't think we can send you
there.
out in the store. I don't know what is going on with these repair people and this scissor lift.
Yeah.
It feels dangerous.
It does.
So we're going to hold on that. Let's do another question or two. We might shift that back later in the rundown. My Padawan, always a regular of the show. How are cards selected for the SCI 500, and do cards rotate in and out each month?
No. Yes and no.
What factors determine those changes?
No, we do the SCI 500 once a year. We update it once a year. At the start of the year, we update it. The SCI 500, let me pull it up here and show everybody. And so we call this Market Pulse right now. This is just going to be getting actually renamed to indexes, just to make it a little more straightforward. And you'll hear more a little bit about that in a little bit later. But what we do is, so I've got the SCI 500 2026. You could go back and look at 25, 24, and then we had 21. So that one did actually kind of carried forward a few years. But this is, as we say in the top 5 every week, representative, meant to be representative of like all eras and all sports and all things. So believe it or not, narrowing that down to 500 cards is kind of tricky. And we add a whole mix. So we've got Mbappe, we've got Judge, we've got Wemby, we've got Willie Mays, we've still got Michael Penix in here at least for 2026. We'll see what happens next year. We've got Bijan, we've got Corbin Carroll. I mean, you're going to see a mix of prospects. There's Celebrini. Like, there's a lot of stuff in here. And actually, one of my favorite things to do is to switch the pagination to 80. And actually, if you come up here, you can change the view and just like look at it too and see. And this is going to show you the price change percentage over time. This is an incredible resource for people who just want to come in and understand sort of the most important cards of all the eras and search by the names. We have subset eras by sport. We have like an MLB 100 prospect. JJ Weatherholt just got the call up, as well as Kevin McGonigal. So you can come in here and you can just see the mix and kind of understand some of the more iconic, more important cards from different eras. There's obviously some subjectivity to this, right? Like Parker from our data team, he takes on this task every year. He does his research. He actually spends quite a bit of time looking into this. You could argue, oh, should an All Kings Cooper flag be in there? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe it should be his, something else. Maybe there should be an alter egos in here of somebody, maybe not. Again, narrowing this down to 500 cards, like literally you've got 48 Jackie, you've got everything in here. It's a tall task, but it's meant to be a mix that is representative of the whole sports card market as a whole, all of it together. And then if you want to keep drilling down deeper, you come into this index list. There's player indexes. You can come in here. This is, we talk about this on the top 5 every week too, and we select different like sport indexes. Those are going to drill down a little bit more deeply and show you like what our different indexes doing over time. But this is very useful. This is, you and I rely on this a lot to look at, kind of what's been going on. Actually, if I throw the 2021 index on here, it will go back further. Actually, I have to take the, let me see here. Let me go to all data since it reset it. And the 2021 will go back much further because some of the cards in there go back over time more. But you can kind of see, wow.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
Wild.
So we
That's
know there was like
wild.
the COVID era, right? And now it's kind of come down over time. So that's very interesting to see with the different, with the performance of that index. But yeah, that's our process. So
That's cool. All right, let's get a pack
Yeah.
from my Padawan. Thank you for the question.
All right, another pack of Optic here. Okay, looks like there's a blue. Robbie Outs. Tyler Shook, rated rookie. Mike Evans on the blue. And Bryce Young. And that Mike Evans is out of 55.
Ooh,
that's sick.
That's cool.
Nice.
Nice little pack there. I
Shout
like that.
out Sports Card Adventures, Cardboard Adventures. I always forget the name of his podcast. Curtis on Instagram. He just started a new podcast, and he's a big Mike Evans guy. So
Oh, there you go.
give him a
Who
shout
did Evans go to?
out. He went to the Niners.
The Niners. That's
Yeah.
right. Got Evans
Yeah.
now.
It's kind of like it's a weird time for him,
Yeah.
I think. Like you're like, is he still have something left in the?
Yeah.
It's like it reminds me of DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah.
Like you're like, does he got something left? I don't know. Evans has been a beast. Heck of a career.
Yeah, no, he's been a
record.
great wide receiver. Probably underappreciated, honestly, in the grand
Yeah.
scheme of things.
Yeah. Yeah. He and many others.
We got some big market movers news coming up for you guys in just a minute. So stay tuned for that. Big update. We're gonna do our giveaway in the next couple of minutes. But first let's do one more question from the audience, and then we're gonna do our first giveaway of the night. Once again, if you've not entered the giveaways tonight yet, no purchase necessary. Just click that link on the top of the YouTube chat that's pinned up there and get yourself registered for our giveaways tonight. But let's do one more question, and then we're gonna do that next giveaway. This one from Taylor321. What is one card that you sold and you wish you hadn't?
Gosh.
There's a lot for me. I mean, I just, come up with a laundry list. I actually tell you one that came up this morning. This morning, I'm driving to the bus stop. I'm taking my kids to the bus stop this morning, 7:20 in the morning. And my son Reeves, he pulls out his phone, as he does every morning, and he takes a quick peek at Instagram and Veriswap and all the apps that he has. And he holds his phone up and he says, "Dad, don't you own this card?" And it was a post on social media about the record sale price, the record-breaking sale price, all-time high of the Michael Jordan Platinum Portraits card, TPott. The Platinum Portraits card set an all-time high sale price. That card's up like 200+% over the course of the last year, year and a half, or something like that. And I looked at the phone, I looked at Reeves, and I said, I used to own that card. And he said, Dad, how much do you sell it for? And I said, nowhere near that number, son. Nowhere near that number. So I'm sad that I got rid of my Michael Jordan Platinum Portraits card way too early. Way too early.
Yeah. What about the Curry NTRPA?
Yeah, that was a rough one. That's a rough one. That still haunts me to this day. I made $20K flipping the Curry NTRPA and at the same time cost myself at least $200,000, $250,000 that card's gone up since I flipped it. So yeah, that's painful.
Yeah.
Too.
Yep. Orders of magnitude.
At one point, I had two of the 50 Steph Curry 2009 Topps Chrome Golds.
Yeah.
I had two of the 50. I moved both of them.
I'll share my screen. This
Very,
is an
very
orders
sad.
of magnitude thing, but you know this card.
Oh yeah, this is the one was this the deal you had me do in LA
Yes.
for you?
So so in 2023, I was like, I had been watching the market. We knew that the market had come down. All of 2022, the market was coming down, 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 down. And I wasn't doing a lot of prospecting on anything or speculation. I was just kind of watching. I was buying cards for my collection still, but I wasn't trying to look for like a 1 to 12 month view on things. And I got into January of 2023 and was like, Ohtani's the guy and the only guy. I went against all of my prior personal like kind of operating mechanisms of like diversify, and I just bought a bunch of Ohtani. And this was the most notable card. And those who watch Market Movers know I don't typically buy like 4-figure cards. Like I might, but I don't. I like to kind of diversify and take a different approach. Well, I bought this card, and I paid $4,000 through Instagram and bought this card, and I sold it. You helped me broker the deal in California to a guy, nice young man, for like $6,200, something like that.
Yeah.
He paid me the money.
Later
I
that
got
year,
it.
right?
It was 3 months.
3 months
It was
after
a
you bought it.
3-month, over 50% return on investment, and I was of the opinion that like Ohtani can't keep going up. This sale, $29,400 was my exact card. He sold it on Fanatics Collect.
Really?
This last November,
Really?
this exact card sold for $29,400.
Wow.
And I'm not mad. Like
One that you had bought $4,000.
I sold it to
them
him
for $6,200, and then it just sold for.
So he made
$29,400.
$23,000. I made $2,000. So where can Ohtani's market keep going? I have no idea, but he did very well on that, and congratulations to him.
I mean, if you've been in the game for a while, you probably have stories like that.
Yes.
I mean, that's just
do.
kind of how it goes. But you know what? I always say you can never be sad about taking a profit, because by the way, it also can go the opposite direction, which it also has plenty of times.
Yep.
I've had plenty of cards that I bought in 2021 that I then moved off of in 2022 or 2023 and took a big loss.
Yeah.
So it can go the other direction as well, right? So that Ohtani card, you paid $4,000 for it.
Yeah.
It's possible he could have blown out his elbow and and it would have been a $1,500 card that you paid $4,000 for. So
I impulse bought a gold Heritage Chrome to 5 rookie refractor of Wander Franco.
yeah, well there you go.
And then lost like $1,500 on it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, it can go either direction. So it's never a wrong thing to take profit.
Yeah.
But when obviously sometimes the cards can keep going up.
I will say, this is the last thing I'll say about this. I do have people, you do too, both of us do, a lot of people, ask us this question of like, how do I know when to sell? Should I sell this card right now? And the most basic litmus test I can give people is, what would haunt you more? Selling the card now and seeing it go up, or holding the card and seeing it go down?
That's good.
Which one would haunt you more? And most people say holding it and seeing it go down. That's what most people say. But that's not what everybody says. And that's a question only everybody else can answer. Now, obviously, I could say seeing it go from 6,000 to 29,000 haunts me more than seeing it go from 4,000 to 3,800. But like, you got to figure that out for yourself.
It's good advice there from the Teapot. All right, let's get a pack.
All right, we'll do one more pack of basketball here. Okay. Jaleel Bethea, Dylan Harper, Cooper Flag,
There you go.
There you
Dylan
go.
Harper and Cooper
Base.
Flag back to back.
That's pretty great, actually.
Yeah.
Diamond Johnson, Refractor, and Ace Bailey.
Oh, and
my
Ace
gosh,
Bailey
what a
auto.
pack.
That's a nice card.
That's a gold. That's a
Out of
gold
75.
auto.
Yep.
To 75, yellow.
Oh, yellow.
Yellow.
Yeah, that's
Yellow.
awesome. That's
Dude,
a
what a
really
pack.
nice card.
Jeez.
Ace
All right.
Bailey.
Sick. Who was
Top
that?
5 draft pick.
Who got that one?
Taylor 321.
Good job.
Taylor 321.
321.
Wow, very nice.
any-
See, look at that. You ask a question and you get rewarded with really
That's
nice
nice.
card.
Legit.
There you go.
What
Good
does
job
that one?
there,
What does
Nick.
that one ring up at, Teapot?
I don't know. I'll look. Let me see.
Another Diamond
Ace Bailey
Johnson.
best 75 auto.
We got another Ace Bailey on
Looks
the
like
field
about
day.
50 raw, 140 and a 10.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
Making the grade, Drake Powell, Donovan Freeman, and a Joyce Edwards.
These packs run deep.
Yeah, cool.
All right.
Yeah, it's a fun product.
Sick.
Product no longer, because now it's all combined with Pro.
'Cause now it's just, well, that's Bowman's best.
No, I assume they're going to do it to this too. We'll see.
Tough.
I assume they're going to do it to this. I assume you're going to get the same thing. We'll see. We'll see, Teapot.
All right. Well,
Um,
I'm not
I
there.
like it because, you know, how fun is it going to be for our breaks channel on Whatnot to be able to, like, we can now do breaks where you can.
I know.
You're gonna either get
I know
one of
what
the
you're saying.
you're gonna get one of the 30 NBA teams, or
You're going to get dorked.
you probably
get
get
a
well, no,
college
you
team.
probably get conferences. We'll probably have, like, you get SEC,
Okay.
you get Big 10, you get
Yeah.
Big 12. Like, I think that's actually kind of fun.
I agree. I was excited about that news. I think that's the crossover opportunity, and then you find a way to split the, I don't know, like Series 1, Series 2, or Chrome Update. Like, have the two products and diversify them a little bit and have both. But I don't know, maybe they'll come back around to that.
Who knows? Who knows? We'll keep an eye on
Yeah.
it. All right, let's do our first giveaway of the night, Teapot.
Okay. I got to pull the data, so give me
All right, we're gonna let Teapot pull the data. Once again, guys, if you have not entered the giveaways tonight, you can do so. There's gonna be 2 more giveaways during the show. You just click that link that is pinned to the top of the YouTube chat, which is sportscardinvestor.com/live. You go there, and whether you're a member or not, you can still enter. No purchase necessary. If you are a member, you're also going to get the opportunity to play trivia at the end of tonight's show. And of course, we'd love to have you sign up for Market Movers. In a minute, you're going to see a very special announcement about a brand new version of the Market Movers app, which is super awesome and exciting and is releasing
Soon.
within the next week or 2. And you're going to get the preview of it here coming up in just a moment. And so we would love for you to sign up for Market Movers now. It would be an excellent time to sign up. We'll actually put a coupon code up on the screen if we can find that. It is, let's see, it's a coupon code. You get 14 days free of Market Movers.
No coupon code.
No coupon code. Producer can't find it. What is it? What is it, Nick? Tell them about the coupon code, Nick.
Code Live.
Code Live.
LIVE, 2 weeks free.
There you go. Code Live for 2 weeks free of Market Movers. Excellent. Very cool.
All right. I'm going to grab our usernames. What did it?
Oh, we found it. Look at that
on.
beautiful graphic on the screen now. Fantastic.
All right.
I'll keep it up there for a second.
Okay.
Yep, we're going to go into our randomizer now. Okay. All right, so we're going to do 3 times. We'll do how many?
We'll do 5.
5
5 winners.
giveaways. All right.
Top 5, get
1.
get the pack.
2 and 3. Darius Childish Gambino, Brandon Brown, Luke Weir, J&N Collectors, and Matthew Denny.
There you go.
Okay.
Congratulations
All
to
right.
the 5 of you.
This is kind of funny. Darius was, I think, at the top of the list when I started and came all the way back. It says random, random.org.
If you
Very cool.
did not end up on the top 5, do not fret because there's 2 more giveaways throughout the course of the show.
Yes.
All right, so for these giveaways, we got packs of Teapot's favorite
Oh, Stadium Club.
Stadium Club.
Oh, Darius is in the chat. There you go, Darius. Congratulations.
Okay. We'll zoom through these. So for Darius, got Garrett Cole, Grayson Rodriguez, Joe Mauer, Ronald Acuna Jr., Zach Neto Red, Mark Vientos, Logan Gilbert, and a Randy.
Randy.
All right, who's pack number 2?
Good question. That was Brandon Brown.
Brandon Brown. Okay. Byron Buxton, Marcelo Mayer, Manny Machado, Gunnar Henderson Red,
Sick.
and Savage Slugger Cam Smith,
Gunner's making a comeback this year, Jeff.
I know you've been high on this guy.
Yeah.
Yamamoto, Augustin Ramirez, and Haesung Kim.
Drafted him in my fantasy league. Going to use him as my weapon to beat Nick.
Okay, we'll see.
We'll see. I got the bots on my side.
Nick does great with fantasy. He whoops our butt in football.
Ooh, we got like a gold maybe or an orange in there. Who was number 3?
Number 3 was Luke Weir.
Matt Shaw, C.J. Abrams. We got John Birdie.
John Birdie, best photo in Stadium Club this year.
That is a good one.
Look at that.
There's Shohei
A
Red.
red
Red.
Shohei.
That's great.
Is this-
Congratulations.
Is this a refract? Is this?
It is numbered. It's gold something.
That's
But
a
we're
chrome-
gonna
that's-
put it to the
That's
back.
a gold. That's could be. The only chromes are autos.
Xavier Edwards, Evan Longoria, Ryan Howard. Back to the Shohei, and
This
we're
is
out
an
of
auto.
50.
This is an auto. The only chromes are autos.
Right.
I know this because I ripped it all day and with Cards HQ breaks.
Kumar Rocker.
On whatnot.
Kumar Rocker out of
Bang!
50.
Gold to 50. Kumar Rocker. Sick auto, Kumar.
Rookie to 50 Kumar Rocker
That's
in the
legit.
same pack as a red Shohei. That is a good pack.
That's a
ladies
good
and gentlemen.
pack.
That's
Luke
a good
Weir.
pack.
Bang. Let's go.
Nice. On card, too.
Sick.
If
Dude.
you are a winner, make sure to go fill
Please
out that
fill out
prize
that
winner
form.
form. Especially do that.
Woo!
That's a nice
Let's
pack.
go. Let's go, Luke.
There you go.
Next, we got J&N Collectors.
Okay.
That's nice.
See if the next pack can.
That was a
live
cool
up to
auto. I
that
liked
one.
it. If you're gonna do like more of an initials auto, make it like gnarly.
Give it,
like,
give
that
it
was-
some. I agree.
Had like spider legs.
All right, we got an A-Rod. We got a Craig Biggio.
Oh, you know him.
Shane McClanahan. Ryan Zimmerman red.
Yeah, that's cool though.
Bringing Zimmerman
Good
back.
photo.
James Wood.
That's cool.
In case of emergency, break glass rookie. Salvi.
Selfie with the bubble gum.
Ozzy Albies. And Logan Henderson.
Cool. And the last giveaway this time, we're going to do more, is Matthew Denny. We have 522 people watching right now.
Ooh, we got a
Matt
good crowd tonight.
Denny.
It's a great
I
crowd.
hope everyone's ready for a good trivia contest
Thank
we
you
got
all.
coming up later tonight to win some prizes.
Yep,
You got Christian Campbell and the Sprinklers.
that's cool.
You got Mick Abel. Luis Arise. A red Joey Votto.
Yeah.
Another Shohei. Jacob Wilson rookie. Luis Severino. And Miguel Cabrera.
Mickey. Yep.
Good packs.
I bought the rainbow foil board of that Miggy and that Votto on eBay.
Good packs. TPott, we got some big news to share with everybody this
All right,
evening.
got to plug my phone in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm excited for this.
This is great.
This is really great. You guys, this has been a lot of work
Yeah.
over many months. And let's razzle and dazzle the folks.
Let's razzle it. We got Dan in the chat running. If you see at Market Movers coming at you in the chat, that's Dan moderating and banning all of you. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so I'm up. Wait, I was there. There we go. We're good, Rob?
Good.
Okay. So I want to like preface this before I start tapping around on the screen here. We have been listening over the years, but especially this past year, I would say, really putting a lot of emphasis into getting a lot of user feedback, talking to people, boots on the ground, understanding, okay, what's holding you back from Market Movers? Why do you use other apps? What's missing? What could we do that doesn't exist? A lot of really good feedback. And everything we've been working on is foundational, performance-based, data-based, getting our code cleaned up, and then this new version. And we are expanding our horizons by blowing out our data, open our data. We're going to have eventually, hopefully by the end of this year, every card searchable in Market Movers, finding it, research, all these cool things. But it starts with the thing that was the most confusing to people, which if you're a Market Movers user today, you will know. You could open the app right now and look at. When you go into the search, you have this sort of toggle. And the toggle, basically what it does is it lets you search between the cards. I mentioned that almost 7 million number. And then just our sales history database, what people commonly, colloquially call as comps, right? We just sort of fused it all together as search. And when you go to Google, Google doesn't make you pick between multiple different things to figure out what you're going for. You just search, and we needed to do that. So we made it into a search. Before I get into that, I want to show you, even a big thing like people would get into Market Movers, it's very feature rich. We have a lot of different tools in it. And people are like, what is it? So now we have this like user onboarding guide that's going to take you through and explain to you what the different things do. It'll step you through those things like that so that you can actually understand as you tap along, and there's more to it, what you're even looking at. That's like a basic thing. It's kind of a no-brainer, duh. One of our developers did a great job with that. But the big thing here is you're going to land on this search instead of the dashboard, and you come into this search. Maybe I'm plugged in and that's why it's not working, Rob. I don't know. Hold on. I'm going to unplug. Might be an interfacing bug here or something with let me try to plug it in again. All right. Coming back. Could be because I'm screen sharing. So I'm going to skip the tour. All right. Now I'm in the search. So if I come in here and I type in McGonigal Refractor Auto and I tap into this, now I'm within the search. And Geoff, you showed off you had a Market Movers video that came out today, Sports Card Investor
channel, yeah.
And you were kind of showing this
Gave
at
a
the
little
last card show.
of the new app.
So this is just like you're searching any comps database. You see 1,010 results. You can sort, you can change your view into this sort of really cool thumbnail view, into a much larger view if you want to really, really look. I mean, you can kind of see the pop. Look at all these photos. You can sort by what's sold as the most expensive card. You can see that McGonigal Red Sapphire Auto. And this guy, he's my guy. He just got the call up. If you're scrolling down and then you get into this and you see this little insights here, right? I'm going to tap on this one. And this is his purple. Now what I can do is I can tap on it. I can actually look at the card, much larger. Maybe I can get out of it. Oh, I might have just, there's supposed to be a little X. Might be obfuscated.
Just swipe off of it.
It's not working.
Oh.
So this isn't live in production. We're still debugging a few of the things like that. Let me go back in and go back into it. I wanted to demo this even though I know it's not quite ready to push out. We're working out those final kinks because I'm really excited about it. So you come in here. I could tap View Listing if I want to go out to eBay. I can add this right to my collection and track. It's going to update the price every single day. I could swap out the photo with my own photo if I want to do that. And then I scroll down and you see this Insights section. Now I can come down here. And this is going to continue to refine. Jared, our designer, has been doing user testing and all kinds of awesome stuff. This is going to be seriously game-changing. The experience overall that he's cooked up is going to be so amazing. But even right now, I can tap on this. I can look at other players here. I can come in here. I can switch to list view. I can sort by price. I can look at all these different things. I got a snapshot of all the grade prices of this. I can come in here and look at the other parallels and know exactly what they're selling for in the same grade. And then I can scroll down, obviously, and I can still look at the chart, change my time horizon to different time frames, look at all this, shop for other versions of this card in different grades, auction listings, look at the sold comps. It's all, dare I use the word, amalgamated into one experience where you don't have to worry about it. And then if it's not a card that's yet tracked in our featured database, you can still pop it open and get these details. It's going to tell you like additional insights aren't available. You can shop out for more copies of this. This is like the first step in making that user experience so much stronger. There's additional filtering options by date. This is really, really, really awesome. You see this camera icon right now. This will let me select by graded cards. Somebody asked us, the first question of the show was, what about raw scanning? That is coming out either with this new release right away or soon thereafter. We are going to have raw scanning. We've been testing it. It works amazing. You can scan cards. It's going to pull up the sales data. It's going to continue to refine as we expand our database. It'll support switching over. Eventually, you won't even need to select between graded and raw. Like the whole experience is going to be really tight. This is going to be a game changer. And the big thing I would say too, as we evaluate this, is I know we get a lot of questions about price and other things. We're going to be looking at that. We want this to be in as many people's hands as we can possibly get it, while we can still continue to support our team. That's the big thing, is finding the trade-offs. So really proud of my team, really proud of Dan, Jared, our developers, everybody who's working on this. It's been a really big effort. We had a version of this, like ready to go, late last year. And we ran it through this rigorous beta testing and user testing, and it wasn't good enough. And we just said, pump the brakes. This is going to be a big change. Let's go back to the drawing board. Let's refine. And I'm really excited with where it's landed. So this is obviously the bread and butter of what we do every day. And I'm really grateful for the opportunity. And this was all born out of something where you and I connected 6 years ago on Discord, on the Sports Card Investor Discord. And I was like, hey, what about doing something like this? And you're like, oh, I'm working on something, and it's just continue to rocket up. Today, as of today, we have our highest Market Movers subscriber count we've ever had in history. Market Movers channel is doing really well, and I'm just really excited and pumped and grateful for the opportunity to help serve the hobby. So
I agree. And these upgrades to the app, they've been a long time coming. We've gotten, as you said, a lot of feedback, but we really took our time to do them well. And this is just the first step. So what you can expect out there is if you have the Market Movers app on your phone already, you can expect to get an update to that app likely within the next 2 weeks, maybe a little sooner than that. You're gonna, one night, the app's just gonna update and you're gonna open it up the next day and there's gonna be the brand new interface, which TPott was just previewing. It will give you a little tour through it. Hopefully we'll have that scanning feature fully baked by that point in time. That's all gonna be coming to you guys within the next 2 weeks. So we're super excited about it.
Yep.
The team's worked really hard and it's just the beginning as well. Like the thought that we've put into these app updates, we're going to continue to progress through the whole app and then eventually back to the website as well, and continue to refine and make the interfaces better and more useful. So we got a lot. This isn't the end by any means. This is just the beginning. We got a lot of big stuff on the horizon that's going to be coming to
we
Market
have some
Movers.
really cool, I would say, sort of collector-oriented stuff that doesn't exist anywhere in the hobby that's coming that we're excited about. We're looking at AI tools, and then I've seen some people in the chat even mention like the Sports Card Investor app. It's two different app experiences. The Sports Card Investor app is going to be if you just are very casual and you like to see what's hot. It's a super easy app to use. You can scroll through it. It's free to use. Some people don't know this, but the Market Movers mobile app and eventually the web app are actually both free to use in a limited capacity, but they are free to use. You can search that card database. You can search comps up to a certain number of days, and you can try it out. You can get your hands on the app and try it out. And then if you want to start doing more, tracking your collection, setting price alerts, getting the deals access, a lot of other things, it starts out, relatively cheap depending on how you're, looking at your overall hobby budget. So,
yeah, absolutely. It's going to be good stuff. All right, guys, that is coming soon. We're super excited about that. And stay tuned for more. All right, let's do a little spinning wheel debate, TPott. I'm going to give the big wheel a spin here, and then we're going to debate whatever player comes up on. We're going to do a little buy, sell, hold commentary. Got a lot of big names up here today.
Yeah.
Just in time for baseball season, TPott. Ronald Acuna Jr., our hometown hero here in the city of Atlanta, plays ball just around the corner from Cards HQ. We're right near the Brave Stadium. Right now, with the season literally about to tip off here, not tip off, or the first pitch.
Something.
Technically tomorrow is the first game, and then the first full slate of games is on Thursday.
Braves are Friday.
Braves start on Friday. Would you be a buy, sell, or hold on Ronald Acuna Jr.?
Buy.
Okay.
I'm a buy on Ronald Acuna Jr. It's kind of, I don't want to say it's now or never, but it was interesting. When we saw the injuries, he had like an 18-month period where he had all these injuries, including a season-long injury, and his card market stayed flat. It was like, I thought I'd have a buying opportunity here. And in the face of all of that, everybody was like, no. I think they recognize the talent of a 40-70 season, and we're like, we're not going to liquidate on this guy. We believe he's still very young. Something's happening here on the cameras, I think. I don't know what's happening. I believe in Acuna. They're starting out with the Royals here in a homestand at Truist. You and I are going to be at the Front Row Card Show on Saturday. Friday night, I'm going to be prepping because I want to hopefully be selling and trading some cards at the Front Row Card Show. So I won't be able to go to either of the first two games. Maybe I'll look at tickets for Sunday, depending when that game is. I think he's going to have a 3 home run, 8 RBI, 10-run, 3-game series. And
I like that.
Stick it to the Royals. I love Bobby, but I got to root for Acuna. It's all the talent in the world. He had a good year last year in the games that he played. He really did. And the guy's a phenomenal talent. He's a top 5 talent in baseball when he's healthy. So I just please stay healthy, Ronald, and we would love to watch him, and I hope to get to go to a lot of Braves games here locally this upcoming season.
All right, guys, let us know in the YouTube chat. Are you a buy, sell, or hold on Ronald Acuna Jr.? I want to see buy, sell, or hold in the YouTube chat. We'll see if people agree with TPott or not. And while we're getting some of those answers in the YouTube chat, I'm going to do another spin of the big wheel.
Ooh, yeah.
Jokic. This is going to be an interesting one, but let me first check in with the YouTube chat. I'm seeing buy,
Yeah.
buy.
I saw a sell.
Buy and hold, maybe buy and hold, hold, buy. So far, it seems about 100% buys in the YouTube chat. 100% buys.
I did, the first person said sell because of the injuries, but everybody else has said buy.
Everyone else has said buy since then.
Love Acuna.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
A lot of consensus, but what about the Joker? What about Jokic?
Yeah, buy. Phenomenal talent. This is the thing, Jeff. Like, you look at him, looks a bit like a goon.
Yes.
Doesn't seem particularly to care about playing the game of basketball when he's in the press box. These are all the things that are holding back his market now. I don't have a crystal ball to know, like, long-term what other players will emerge, how they're going to impact the all-time great conversation. This is going to scandalize a lot of people, and I'm going to say this with I can't say with enough qualifiers or caveats. The current NBA game is difficult for me to watch. It's difficult. It's not the same game I grew up watching. It has evolved. There's some parts that are exciting about it. The main challenge is that Cam Thomas just got cut by the Bucks. This is a guy who was averaging 25 points a game in the NBA for 2 straight seasons after having been a nobody, and had like more 40-point games in his career than like Reggie Miller and a lot of all-time greats. Most NBA players today are what the kids would call a certified bucket. They can get their own, they can get called up from the G League and drop 35 on a spot start. It's unbelievable, the offensive ability of these players. So there's a lot to that. The game has changed. That's my caveat, because I will say, if you look at all the advanced metrics, box plus minus, player efficiency rating, every single statistic, what Nikola Jokic has done in his career is literally unmatched by anybody in history. Better than Jordan, better than LeBron, better than anybody. And people crap on him a lot for his defense. He's not as bad as you think. He's actually an average league defender, average by every metric. It's unbelievable. Somebody just recently on Instagram had a reel showing like Jordan's 97 MVP season versus Jokic's last MVP season, and Jokic, like 10 out of 10 on every metric, was ahead of him. The game has changed. There's more scoring than there was back then. I'm not saying Jokic is better than Jordan. I don't want people to come at me for that. But I think by the end of his career, there's a real conversation about where does he rank all time. Even on the all-time centers list, it's really complicated. People can make an argument for every single center out there for who is the greatest. Kareem because of the scoring, but like he did it for a long time. Wilt Chamberlain because of the peaks offensively. Bill Russell because of the peaks defensively. Shaq because of the sheer physical dominance. Hakeem because of the two-way play. And you keep going. Like the fact that David Robinson doesn't even get mentioned until you start getting into like the second half of the top 10 is overwhelming. But this guy is an absolute freak. And I think it's sort of like the charisma aspect. He doesn't get the love. But I mean, yeah, I think he's an absolute freak, and he's had some big sales recently. He's starting to get.
There have been some bigger sales.
The high-end market's getting some attention. A lot of that, honestly, probably has to do with Chris McGill, who runs Card Ladder, who founded Card Ladder. He's a big Jokic guy. I think he's onto something. I'll give him his flowers with that. I think he's onto something with Jokic. The guy's an otherworldly talent. SGA is probably going to win MVP again this year, but on any given season, just like with Jordan and just like with LeBron, you could say it should go to Jokic.
Mm-hmm. I think you made an interesting point about like how he's perceived today versus how he's going to be perceived in the long run historically. It's actually the exact reason why I'm very high on buying and investing in LeBron right now, because I think that LeBron's market has been held back compared to Kobe, compared to maybe a better comparison would be Steph Curry. So Steph Curry, his market has overtaken LeBron on a lot of key cards. If you look at a lot of cards where actually they're in the same set, if you look at Kabooms and Kaboom Golds and Prism Golds and various, you're seeing, not in every case, but a lot of years, Steph Curry's example of the same card will outsell LeBron's example of the same card now. And I believe that will reverse over time. I believe that that's being caused by the fact that Steph Curry is likable, and people find him fun and entertaining and engaging and all that kind of stuff. And I believe that LeBron James has become less likable as people have gotten tired of the flopping, and some people don't like his political stuff and that kind of stuff. So LeBron, I think, has lost some fan interest along the way, and Steph Curry has gained fan interest along the way, and therefore in the card market, Steph Curry has overtaken LeBron James. I think 20 years from now, that will be reversed. And I think people will reflect back on LeBron James with the totality of his career and his accomplishments and go, oh my God, this guy was the second greatest basketball player of all time. And some say that the gap is pretty small between him and number one, right? And also, when Jordan was playing, there were plenty of people who didn't like Jordan. There were a lot of Jordan. There were a lot of Jordan
because my dad was
detractors.
like, "We hate Jordan. We hate the Bulls. We're Pistons fans." You know.
So I think there were a lot of Jordan detractors when he was playing. There was the gambling stuff. People didn't like he came back and went to the Wizards. There were a lot of people who didn't like Jordan for various reasons.
Kobe had some moments too.
Kobe had moments too. People a ball hog, not a good teammate,
just the
never passed to his
stuff and
teammate.
whatever. Yeah.
The infidelity stuff. There were issues with Kobe, issues with Jordan. There's issues with LeBron today. There's issues with Jokic, but they're totally different type of issues. They're just people, he hasn't done anything wrong. It's just people not really liking the way he plays or his lack of caring for basketball.
It was
or
wild
they
to
don't like
win
his
a
game.
championship for the Nuggets fans for himself.
Yeah.
And them to be like, here's when the parade, and he's like, I've got to go to my horses.
Yeah,
It was like, people were like, what?
So it's kind
What are
of
you
stuff,
talking
people
about?
don't like that stuff.
Yeah.
But once again, I think all that stuff is forgotten. And 20 years from now, people are looking at the rings, they're looking at the stats, they're looking at the accomplishments, and they're like, oh my God, this guy. So I actually agree with you. I think he's a long-term buy, and the same reason why I think LeBron's a long-term buy.
What's fascinating is if you look at long careers, like what that does to players, like Vince Carter had a really long career. You almost kind of wonder, like, if Vince Carter had hung it up at his peak, or like Barry Sanders did. Like if Barry Sanders had played until 2008, like had this really long, he'd have all these records, but people would be like, oh yeah, but he only had 520 rushing yards the last 3 years of his career.
Right.
Like Albert Pujols, Miguel Cabrera, so many of these athletes who kind of just play it out for a long time. You start to wonder, like, what is the actual impact of that on their card market? Obviously, for somebody like Brady, that worked out really well, but it doesn't. That like Aaron Rodgers. If Aaron Rodgers had retired 6 years ago, like I think his card market would be a lot hotter, a lot stronger than like him trying to like come back every single season. It's sort of a bizarre phenomenon. So, yeah, I don't know. LeBron's had no fewer than 3, if not 4, distinct careers within his career. Mm-hmm. And so that's, it's going to depend on sort of the marketing and revisiting of that after he's out of the league and how the different sports media networks and others tell that story because, the guy was, he was a freak. I think he kind of peaked out with Miami and since then he's been consistent, but yeah.
Does anyone remember Jordan on the Wizards?
Yeah. And I do agree, Duncan, very undervalued. Duncan's a good example. Maybe Duncan's the best analog to Jokic.
Yeah, could be.
Could be.
That's
a really good comparison.
All right, we're going to do our second giveaway in just a second. I'm going to let TPott go ahead and pull the list of winners for our second giveaway. Once again, guys, if you've just joined us tonight, you can get into the giveaways, whether you're a Market Movers member or not. No purchase necessary. Just click that link at the top of the YouTube. You only have to do it once during the show. You'll automatically be registered for all 3 giveaways. We're about to do the second giveaway. The third giveaway will be coming up here in about 40 minutes, and then we will be playing trivia to end the show. The trivia is only available for Market Movers members, and we've got some nice things to go along with trivia tonight for those of you who play trivia. So make sure to get in on that. I'm going to put a discount code for Market Movers up on the screen again. A moment ago, we showed the brand new Market Movers app, which is launching within the next 2 weeks. It's a complete redesign of our app. Super, super cool. And if you get on Market Movers tonight, by the time your 2-week free trial is up, you'll have the new version of the app because your app will update automatically and you'll get the new app as soon as it releases. So once again, at the bottom of the screen, you go to marketmoversapp.com and then use promo code LIVE to get 2 weeks free of Market Movers. And if you do it now, you'll even be able to enter tonight's trivia. All right, you ready to pull some giveaway winners?
Yeah, let me refresh, sorry.
All right, Teapot's going to be getting the giveaway winners right now.
I was trying to catch up on the chat a little bit. And
Gotcha.
Spaced out.
Teapot's going to grab our giveaway winners. After we announce our second set of giveaway winners here, we're going to do some more questions from the audience. There we go. I'm looking good, man. Feeling good, looking good. Can I actually take the glasses off? No. Oh, no.
Hey, there it is. Look at that.
That looks better.
It's time to embrace the look, Jeff.
I prefer this look.
It's time to embrace the look.
This is the better look
Listen.
right there. All right, there we go.
I'm sure Kim could get used to it.
There we go.
All right, I got the list. I just got to do some deduplication because you only need to enter once, and if you enter multiple times, I do have the ability to remove duplicates based on user ID and IP address and other things. So I'm going to do that right now.
All right, so while Teapot's doing that, once again, if you, in order to get into the trivia later tonight, etc., all of that is linked to that form that is pinned to the top of the YouTube chat. So where it says enter giveaway at the top of the YouTube chat, click that link. That will get you into the giveaways tonight, but it will also give you the link for trivia later tonight, and it will give you the prize winner form so that if you win anything during today's show, you fill that form out, and then that's how we know to mail you your stuff.
Yep. All right, we're ready to go.
Let's go.
Bangarang. Let's go. 1, 2, and a 3. We got Joseph Kowalski, my Padawan, Matt Perkins 20, Jelk 44-inch, Brooke Dantzler, and that's it. We did 5?
5 again. Yep.
Oh, okay, all right.
Sneeze a little bit, Teapot.
Lance Bowman on the bubble, sorry. Bless you, yeah. You
Just got back to Atlanta. We got pollen in the air.
We got pollen, we got
What's going on?
construction dust.
Man, I'm
We got
sneezing all of a sudden,
whack
Teapot.
air fresheners in the bathrooms.
Goodness gracious.
It's all killing us.
Goodness gracious. Okay, so those were the 5 winners for giveaway number 2. Let's get each of these 5 winners a pack.
All right, Teapot. Who was number 1?
Joseph Kowalski.
Kowalski. All right. Jackson Churio, Mark McGuire, Matt Olson. We got a red Stephen Kwan, an orange Greg Maddox, a Francisco Lindor, Chandler Simpson, and Spencer Schwellenbach.
All right.
That was number 1.
We got my Padawan, 824, who
2.
astutely pointed out that I keep turning my water bottles to face me because no free advertising in the Arena Club studio inside Cards HQ.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
All right. Giancarlo Stanton, Tomoyuki Shigano, Paul Skeens throwing a football.
Yep.
Shane McClanahan red, a Yordan Alvarez yours for the taking. Stephen Kwan again, Joey Votto, and Zach Neto.
This chat's wild. They said, you asked for COVID. That was fast.
That's true.
As you're
actually.
sneezing.
That's true.
That's pretty good. I want to know that from the chat, what do you think of that Skeens throwing the football as like a baseball card image? Polarizing when I was doing the breaks on Whatnot with the group. All right, next up is going to be Matt Perkins.
All right, Matt. Aaron Nola. You got Cade Horton, Derek Jeter, a red William Contreras, Vladimir Guerrero Sr. on the Savage Sluggers, Jackson Merrill, Michael Bush, and Denzel Clark.
Bang. That Denzel Clark's a great photo. I don't know if you remember that or saw that catch last year, but he like went up the wall and stretched way backwards and made this catch. That's like the start of it. So it's awesome to know.
Who was number
can still
4?
make great picks for photos. Number 4, Jelk 44-inch.
Are we going to get Stadium Club basketball? Have they done that before?
I sure hope so, Jeff.
They have done that before. That's been a long time. Of course they have, because like the Shaq rookie and everything was Stadium Club basketball.
If we don't get Stadium Club basketball and football, I will weep inconsolably for a week.
Got Marcus Simeon red. In case of emergency, Kyle Tucker, Jose Altuve, Drake Baldwin rookie, and Larry Walker.
There you go.
Drake Baldwin, rookie of the year.
So I
and Friends
like
of
that
Cards
Drake
HQ.
Baldwin image. I like it.
Okay.
Chris, baseball card addict, he hates it. He's like, oh, that's nothing exciting. I thought it was a nice little endearing photo. All right, last on this one was Brooke Dantzler.
I don't know if you noticed this, but are these packs more difficult to open than years prior?
They're inconsistent. They're like they don't
splitting
open the
all
same.
over.
Yeah, it was super weird opening.
Got a rookie.
He's been struggling.
Mike Trout,
Yeah.
Adley Rutschman, Thomas Sagasi, red, Christian Campbell, case of emergency, Greg Maddox, Matt McClain, and a Barry Larkin.
Yep.
Barry Larkin.
All right, Chad, give Nick some credit, though, for his pronunciation. He's got it down. He knows the baseball players.
I can do baseball.
He knows the baseball players.
We'll do some hockey packs next.
He knows some of those,
Just
too.
no
He's-
soccer, please.
Let's do a few questions here from the audience.
Okay. All right.
Recession Uncle.
Oh, geez, here we go. Did we already do this?
Do you think the inclusion of first college cards? Yes, we actually kind of already talked about this earlier. We already kind of talked about this one.
We kind of raged against this one, didn't we?
I mean, well, okay.
What do you think about the bigger
let's ask a
picture?
specific
Yeah.
question. A specific question is, will the inclusion of the first Bowman cards help the cards' values and acceptance over years? I would say yes. I would say the fact that they're now going to be mixing the first Bowman cards into a product alongside pro players will help make the first Bowmans more known and more valuable over time.
Yep, I agree.
Okay. So
I agree.
is there a sneaky investment play there? Is your sneaky
With the older
investment play, well, how about you go buy a lot of Cooper Flag first Bowmans right now?
Yeah, Flag or even the Wemby stuff or other, I guess that was different, but maybe.
Wemby
go
had
buy
first
some.
Bowmans.
Yeah.
They were in his French jersey.
In the French
Yeah.
jersey, yeah. I mean, maybe. I think it helps. I think getting the exposure helps between the two. Maybe not unlike having some of the female cards in the, shared in the male product, like, commingling those together. I think it's good. I just think, I don't know. I think through a consumer lens and from a business profitability perspective and everything else, like I said before, maybe some people weren't here. I still think they should have Bowman U. I think they should have both products. I think there should be a chase or 5 key athletes that are reserved for Bowman U or preloaded into Bowman U, depending on the timing of when they get those, and then have another subset. And that's essentially how they approach baseball with Bowman Draft, Bowman, and Bowman Chrome. Like they mix them out throughout the international signings and the prospects and all this. So that's what I would have liked to see.
Okay. And for those of you who haven't heard the news, Bowman U basketball, which we've had for the last couple of years, is going away. And this year, there is just simply a Bowman basketball, which will be a combination of the first Bowman college cards and rookie cards of the pros, like Cooper Flag rookies and Continental rookies, all in one product. So that's the new Bowman basketball that is actually going to be releasing here within the next couple of weeks. So that's the change that has resulted in the question and also TPott's commentary that he doesn't really like it. I like it. I actually think it will make the product more interesting overall to have the mix of the college and the pro players in the same product. I like it. It gives you more chases. TPott thinks they should have been separated and just kind of held true to what they are, which I appreciate as well.
Yeah.
Let's get a pack for Recession Uncle for asking the question.
Okay, going back to Optic here. All right. Andres Borregales, kicker.
I spoke too soon.
Spoke too soon. Tyleek Williams, hidden potential Abdul Carter, and Tony Pollard.
Very hidden.
All right, let's take another question from the audience. This one from Bruiser Cab, Sean. Have you seen the new non-licensed Panini basketball designs, and what are your thoughts on them? Do you think the Kabooms will still hold strong demand even without official licensing?
So here's what I'll say. I'm very confused by Panini still having unlicensed product, because it was my understanding that once Topps took over, they took over both the player image likeness licenses and the team licenses, and that Panini would not be allowed to produce any current athletes. I know when baseball had that happen, where you had like Prism Baseball.
Right.
And then at one point it like switched, and all they could do was produce like retired legends and like collegiate players or something. They didn't have any active MLB players. It was just like black and white images of Brooks Robinson and random stuff that they put in there. So I know when I saw the mangas come out, it was Pat Tillman and it was a bunch of like retired players. So I'm not totally clear if they have. I think they still have active players somehow. I don't know if that's part of the litigation stuff going on between Panini and Fournette. Do you have any insight into this? I don't actually know.
I honestly don't. I honestly don't.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how the whole thing works from a licensing perspective.
My general attitude toward licensing and non-licensed has been, there's already so much to choose from with licensed. Why go to unlicensed? Unless you really like ripping product and you want something that's more affordable. and that's kind of what you like to do for your hobby, then yeah, you can go down the unlicensed Panini path or the Leaf path or other path. There's different, manufacturers, Wild Card and other stuff. And there are a lot of people who really enjoy that. So I don't say that to disparage that at all. But, if you're trying to get something to find that like intersection between staying power and long-term value, along with some stuff you can chase for your collection, there's a whole sea of licensed stuff that can suit your fancy, past, present, and ongoing. So
yeah, I generally agree. I mean, I guess the only question is, does the Kabooms and the Downtowns have such just iconic staying power that there will still be a lot of excitement about Kabooms and Downtowns, even if they're non-licensed?
Maybe. Otani's got a Color Blast that's popular, and there's a Tim Tebow Kaboom, and there's other stuff that's unlicensed that people like. I personally would wish it would just die.
Yeah.
Like I don't like it continuing
I agree.
in unlicensed fashion.
I honestly agree. I wish it would just die. I wish it would die. I mean, you see Upper Deck.
Shut it down.
Coming at Upper Deck still does precious metal gems. They still do platinum portraits.
Yeah.
They do them with Jordan. They're all unlicensed, and it's and they've done them now for a number of years. Where you see all these PMGs and everything they still come out with. Sometimes they're college jersey cards, whatever, and it's like, like the new Jordan Platinum Portrait 2021 or 2024. Yeah. It's like. No, I'd rather that not even exist. Yeah. Just, the 1997 one is amazing.
That's how I feel about that LeBron PMG in the green jersey, just like dribbling the basketball, unlicensed penny jersey,
Yeah.
I don't get it.
No.
Yeah, but that's where the problem happens between the manufacturers who are running a for-profit business and where they can, just matter of fact, they can get money out of it, like as a for-profit business. And then the secondary market and the long-term markets, which serve, I don't want to say no purpose. There's sort of a overall hobby, purpose to it for them, but they're always going to be focused on their, 1 year and 3 year horizon for a lot of stuff. And that has everything to do with the printing press running and getting new cards and products and selling at whatever price point is profitable. And then you have the long-term view that's like, please Upper Deck, stop making PMGs every single year. It's just watering things down. Like it's just confusing things. If they were to say, we're going to do this as an every 10 years thing, and we're not going to like reproduce PMGs for players and athletes that already have them, I could get behind that with like a Panini or something. Like, but that stuff's licensed too. A lot of it is. It just waters it down.
Yeah.
But that's not how the manufacturers think about it from an operating perspective. Sure. They just don't.
No, I want to get their product out there.
Yeah.
Make some dollars. Let's get a Bruiser Caba pack here.
Yeah.
All right, back to basketball. See if we can get another good autograph out of here. I assume there are Cooper Flag autographs in this product. Maybe I'm wrong on that.
Yeah, there are.
Damsar, Robbie Avila,
Fletcher Jabbar, I think you mean.
Fletcher Lawyer, Ahmad Noel out of 75, yellow. Riley Kugel.
Oh, look at that.
Autograph?
Riley Kugel, former Florida Gator, turned Mississippi State Bulldog, turned UCF Knight.
Wow.
He played a big role in the tournament. I actually lost a lot of money betting on UCF in the tournament and Riley Kugel, and they did not get the cover in the first round.
Thank you, Riley Kugel.
So there you go.
We got Jaden Nunn, Trent Perry making the grade. Best ballers, Juju Watkins, Nick Boyd, and Prince Aligbe.
Alipe. Okay.
Have you seen Riley Kugel's dad?
No.
Share your screen and Google Riley Kugel's dad.
All right, wait until I confirm I have this before sharing my screen, Rob.
Riley, R-I-L-E-Y, Kugel, K-U-G-E-L, dad.
Oh my! I figured this is.
There you go. Look at that man on the right there. That's Riley Kugel's dad.
That's a strong man.
He's a big old dude right there.
A man of power.
He's a big old dude.
That's pretty wild.
Big old dude right there.
Yep. Wow. That's a dude.
Rob on the desk is having way too much fun with this.
You don't have a filter to turn me into that next to Jeff?
Is there a strong filter? Can you turn me into Riley Kugel's dad? Is that a thing?
Florida man at his
All right,
finest.
TPott, I'm going to send you out of the store here.
Oh, you
I'm going to
are?
send you out of the store.
Oh, I'm still going to do this. Okay.
Oh, you took your thing off.
Well, I just never put it on. These things kill my ear. So
you want me to go out?
I'm being a diva.
I'll just go out. You want me to go out?
You can go out.
I'll
You
go
go
out.
out there. You go look.
I'm going to go look.
You
give
just
me,
got back
tell
given
me
a
to,
chance.
I just did. I need to walk around. This actually be some
But I
good
do
energy
still have to
for
put
me.
these in to hear
Because I can hear
but-
you.
Well, I'll hear you too.
I can hear you. All right, here we go. I'm going out to the store.
Yep.
Oh, let me make sure I got my keys so I'm not locked out forever and I can actually get back in. All right, we're going to go out to the aisles of Cards HQ to do a little aisle scanning.
Yeah, bang. Let's go.
Oh, no. You know what, TPott? I'm not going anywhere. Look at this.
You're blocked. You're literally
Completely
blocked.
Hold on. You know what? Maybe I
Come
can
on.
go some back way here.
Come on, parkour.
Look at this.
Parkour.
Yeah, how do I get over this thing? All right, let's do
It's not
this.
showing us anything.
I'm going down the secret back hallway here.
Yes. It's like Secret Garden.
This is the secret back hallway inside Cards HQ. I guess it's not so secret anymore. Very, very secretive, long hallway here, TPott.
I don't know. I haven't told him yet. Can he hear me? You can hear me, Jeff?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Here we go.
I don't
Look
know
at
why I was
this.
confused by that.
I found a way into the
All right.
store.
Let's start out in baseball. It's opening day tomorrow.
It is opening
All
day.
right. Just find
Well,
me.
so first of all, this is the Atlanta section. So I bet
Yeah.
all of our Atlanta, probably most of our Atlanta
There's
baseball
some cool
cards are
stuff
sold
in
out. We
there.
got some stuff in here.
There was today.
Spencer Strider.
Yep.
Guy's
He's-
got to be healthy. Guy's
no,
got to be right.
Starting injured.
Yeah, Matt, I know he is. I know. Matt Olson. Andrew Jones. He's been in the store before.
Yep.
Those are some fun ones.
Yeah, we got a signed baseball and a signed card from him.
Max Fried, no longer a Brave.
Sadly.
Ozzy Albies. All right, we got some more there. But no, I want to go around. Let me go over here.
Yep. Go around the other side. We've got some nice vintage in there.
Oh,
Not that
yeah.
I
The
would,
vintage showcase is solid
There-
now.
it's-
Look at
it's-
this.
You know, it's one
Here's
showcase,
the
but you got
baseball
some.
vintage showcase.
got
I've
some.
been, yeah, we picked up some really nice stuff.
Yeah.
Look at that Ricky Henderson auto.
That Ricky Henderson's awesome.
Look at these Lou Gehrig Gaudis, Babe Ruth Gaudi.
Yeah.
Those are really nice
Just
ones.
a cool 13K with the Gaudy Ruth sitting there.
These are some nice cards right here.
Yeah, look at the Ty Cobb.
Yeah. By the way, if anyone sees any of these they would like, all of these are on cardshq.com.
Yep.
You got some Mantles here. Clemente, Jackie Robinson,
It's nice.
Yogi Berra. Yeah, we got some nice stuff here.
Yep.
Yeah, very cool stuff. Okay, but
Jackie.
we're looking for some guys.
I want to know, like, you know, just I want to see some cool stuff for, you know, who stands out to you.
Well, how about this guy?
Yep.
First of all, how about that? He did not, TPott, he did not get the call up.
No, he did not. No.
He did not.
No.
I know, that's surprising, isn't it? I mean, is that going to actually, some suggest that might actually be better for his cards in the long run.
Could be.
Talking here about Connor Griffin, by
Yeah,
the way.
Connor Griffin. Well, you had a card right next to that Connor Griffin, the original one you were looking at, which was Jackson Holiday.
Yes.
Jackson Holiday was very heated. Not to the level of Connor Griffin, other than that random bounty that somebody put out a few years ago, but you know, we're still waiting for him.
Yeah.
And Connor Griffin, he had 3 home runs in spring training, but I think he was like 5 for 27 or something. He did not impress like crazy during spring training outside of the power. So we'll see.
How do you feel about PCA this year, TPott?
PCA is going to bounce back. He's going to have a monster year.
Yeah,
I think PCA is going to have a monster year.
there you go.
Yeah. Weatherholt just got the call up right next
That's
to
a
him.
big one. That card's probably going up.
Yep.
Someone might be buying that card tonight
Yeah.
on cardshq.com right
Yep.
there, that Weather Hall card.
Yep.
That's a nice one. See what else we got here. Love the All Kings. How do you think Alonso is going to do in Baltimore now?
Oh, he's going to do great. They got power. They got he and Gunner. He's going to do great.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's an exciting one. See who else we got here who I like. Interesting Clayton Kershaw card.
We had a whole
Never seen that one
showcase full
before.
of Kershaw. Yeah, I haven't seen that one either. Kyle Dravic.
Yeah. How about J-Rod, Teapot?
Yes.
One of the hottest guys in all of baseball if you go back a few years ago.
Yeah. He's on the rebound.
I mean, his team is obviously really good.
Yep, his team's good, and he's actually really good too.
Yeah. All right.
He had a
So
great
it's
spring
good.
training.
I like these big head variations. Little Bryce Harper big. That feels fitting, by the way, for Bryce Harper. If anybody should have a big head card, Teapot, Bryce Harper's the guy who should have a big head card.
You know, Bryce does. He gets a little cocky. He
Kind of
doesn't do
works.
that.
All right, let's
Kinda
go.
works.
Let's take a look at a few of the raw cards on this side. See what we got on raw here.
Yeah, that's shifting
See if anything
camera
catches
angles.
my eye here.
There's a Scooble. You missed it. Scooble auto.
Where's this Scooble
Left.
Auto? Oh, there it is right there. Oh, yeah, the
You like
framed
that?
Scooble Auto.
You like that? Good
Yeah,
eye.
look at that.
I know
That's
that
pretty cool.
left-handed toss anywhere.
Look at that old school Mike Stanton rookie card there.
Yep.
How do you think James Wood's going to do this year? He started this. He looked like a shoo-in for Rookie of the Year the first half of last season. Then he kind of fell off a little bit.
He's got big-time power. He's a big dude, like 6'7". Just needs to keep making contact. I think he's going to do well.
Jackson Merrill.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got over here. Pretty cool looking Paul Skeens there from, was that from Diamond Icons, I believe, right there. Oh, how about this guy, TPott, right over here. A lot of people are excited about Roman Anthony, TPott.
But both of those guys you got in there, Kurtz and Anthony.
Sure.
Who's going to have a better season, Roman Anthony or Nick Kurtz?
That's a great question. I mean, Nick Kurtz had a wonderful season last year,
Let us
but
know
I've
in the
talked to
chat.
several Red Sox fans who are unbelievably high on Roman Anthony and think he's just going to be the guy.
Let us know in the chat.
Interesting
Who is it?
one.
Who is it? I drafted Roman Anthony in fantasy baseball, so
And if you're a Kurtz believer, Teapot,
I am.
I actually bought this card on a video.
yeah, I
on
saw that.
on our Sports Card Investor channel. Look at that.
Yeah, that's a big
The
one.
Nick Kurtz black refractor card number 1 of 10.
You can't see his face, so we're not sure if
Well,
it's him.
that's true. Got the little top seal on that. Yeah, we got some nice cards in here, Teapot. All right, I'm excited.
Yep.
And we've got a decent, pretty good selection of cards right now. And I tell you what, this is a lot of these are going to get wiped out here in the days ahead with the opening game occurring this weekend. You know, people coming to town for the Braves and everything like that. And we've got the Front Row Card Show here in Atlanta this weekend, Teapot. I know you and I are both going to be going to that on Saturday.
Yes, I'm excited. Looking forward to it.
Let me see if I can. I cannot get back into the room this way, Teapot.
All right, I'll run the
blocked.
next bit of the show, the
All right.
giveaway, while you make the long
You got
trek.
it. I'm going around.
Can you get crawl through a cabana?
Yeah, hop a cabana and come on in.
Yep. He's coming back.
I'm coming
Everybody- They're
back.
getting the real tour, the behind the
Taking
scenes
the
tour,
long
literally.
way. Taking the long way here.
We still have some of that Acuna memorabilia in that showcase, right?
Oh, we do actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
We sold through a lot of it. Look at this. We got a Joe Burrow game used jersey here.
Yep.
Actual game used. Pretty cool. Certified.
Come on down to Atlanta, to Cards HQ. And who knows, we may be opening another Cards HQ in your city.
That's right. Look at that. A little Acuna merch. All game used Acuna stuff. Game
Super
used
cool.
batting gloves from Acuna. Pretty cool.
That's awesome.
All right. I'm coming back to the studio, Teapot.
Okay.
You want to take another audience question in the meantime?
I will take another audience question. Let's do it. Taking that out of my ear. Over time, innovations like the introduction of chromium cards, refractors, serial numbering autographs, and memorabilia cards have reshaped what collectors value. What do you think the next big card innovation will be? That's a great question. I love that question. That's from Michael, I think it says. I can't quite. Michael Healy, yep. Okay, M. Healy. Yeah, we've had M. Healy in here before. Great question. And I think it's an interesting one because sometimes we do feel like things are on repeat with the manufacturers, like they just sort of are taking the easy road and just redoing the same things over and over again. But we have seen a lot of innovation. The MLB debut patch auto, I think, has been a really big, well-received thing. Those things are incredibly expensive, seemingly out of reach for the everyday collector, like many of you and myself, and they're very expensive. More like museum pieces at this point for anybody of note. I think we're going to continue to see. I think we're going to see more of two things. One, just more stuff that brings you closer to the actual game itself. More game used, meaningful, like game dated stuff. I think they're going to lean into that more and more for specific sets.
I would agree.
I think that's going to be really. And then I think more ways to facilitate fan experiences with athletes, with events, and with other stuff. Fanatics Fest was just announced. Tom Brady teased out some of the key athletes and other people who will be at Fanatics Fest this July in New York City. And I think that they're going to keep leveraging that network of access to these athletes to say, if you hit this card or you achieve this collecting feat or other things, we want to give different ways to interact. And even beyond that, what's really cool, it seems organic to me. a lot of these athletes are actually like becoming collectors themselves. And they're like reaching out to people on social media and saying, hey, you hit one of my cards that I need for my own personal rainbow. Can I exchange a meet and greet and a box suite and a autographed bat and glove, and like bring your kids and we'll go out on the field, and like this whole thing that kind of makes people go, wow, that's really cool. And we're even seeing somebody like, country artist Luke Combs, who's like starting his fan page, and he's talking about cards. He was up in Tennessee at his local shop, just stopping in there. So I just think we're going to keep seeing more of that from the manufacturer side, wherever they can facilitate it, to like get people more entrenched in the overall experience of being a sports fan.
Yeah, I agree. I'm excited to see where it goes. But yeah, I think the innovation is definitely something that Topps has been very focused on, and I think they've done a good job. And a lot of the new inserts have been really cool too.
Yep.
I like the work they've done there.
Yeah, and Alex Smirnos mentioned blockchain. Like that was the other thing as I was going to say, is just more intersectionality between digital and physical. I think has a big future.
Let's do a pack for Michael here.
Okay, back to football. All right, first up, Matthew Golden. We got a hollow Kirk Cousins. Amon-Ra St. Brown lighted up.
Sweet.
And Brock Purdy.
All right.
Let's do another couple questions. We got a third giveaway coming up here as well in just a little while. And then, of course, our trivia coming up at 9:50 p.m., 20 minutes from now.
Yep.
Let's do another question in the meantime. Let's do this one's from R. Luckett. My son and I are just starting to sell cards on eBay. What would you recommend to improve efficiency and scale it into a larger operation over time? So I'll give a couple things on here. TPott, you may have some perspectives as well. So and this is probably not the answer he's looking for, because I think he and his son are doing this probably as like a combined experience. I typically sell on eBay through consignment companies because I don't have time to deal with the individual listings and everything like that. And often you can get better rates by just shipping it off to a consignment company, save a little bit of money and let them handle it. So DC Sports 87, 4 Sharp Corners I've used before, Probstein 123. But I will say my son Harrison does sell direct on eBay, and so I got him a little setup in his room. I got him a light that is basically kind of just like a little halogen lamp. I got him a black mat similar to like one of these things on our desk here, so he can put the cards down. And I got him a phone, like a phone claw that goes over top of the card. So for me, the efficiency that I built in for him was being able to take good quality photos efficiently, right? Because that can take some time. So I gave him, basically made him a little photo setup, so he can rattle off, taking 50 photos of different cards, and then after he's taken all the photos, he'll then go and do all the individual eBay listings.
Yep. Yeah, I think that's a great way to start. If you're starting a business and the goal is to like say, hey, I want to let my son or daughter, my child, like do this and kind of run with it, then having that basic setup is really important. I think within eBay, most people know this, but like when you go to create a selling, you can type in basic details and then it'll pull up like a template of prior sales of that same card. Very important. Very, very, very important. Just make sure it's the right card. Like that, people mislist things all the time. I send a message to at least one seller per day on eBay saying like, this isn't a gold, or this isn't a whatever. You have this listed wrong. Like you have the wrong picture. You have, so there's confusion around that. There are bulk listing templates that you can use. And then, a company that we've had some relationship with, Haystack, has a physical device for like image recognition that you can use if you're really getting serious about it. And basically you can put it into their device. It'll scan really nice pictures, recognize the card, give you the option to list it out to eBay and I think a few other marketplaces. So that could be a good option. I think scaling over time, you want to start looking at, okay, what tools and technology exist out there that I can use to actually scale my business once you have some capital to reinvest back into it. If you're doing it with your child, then that's really important. Going to big trade shows, most notably the National, you're going to see a lot of vendors set up there with that type of stuff too that are going to help you. And then just look at other YouTube channels. I know our friend Ty Wilson, Chasing Cardboard, sells a ton of stuff on eBay. He's put out a ton of great educational content specifically focused on how to do that at scale. A lot of people do that, so just go do that research on YouTube as well and find, there's a lot of videos about that.
Yep, for sure. Great question. Let's get it back to R. Luckett.
All right. Another pack of optic for Luckett. A Jimmy Horn Jr. rated rookie. We got a Mike Green rated rookie on the red. Jalen Milroe, rookie recruits, and a Terrell Suggs.
All right, let's do one more audience question. This one is from Peter T. If Collectors successfully rebuilds the SGC brand, do you think we'll see secondary market values for SGC graded cards rise as well? I don't know how much effort Collectors is putting into rebuilding SGC. It seems to me like they're putting a lot of effort in right now to rebuilding Beckett. In fact, I was at the last Dallas Card Show. I sat down with the general manager of Beckett and did a extended interview with him about his plans for Beckett. And that will be going out tomorrow morning on the Jeff Wilson Show YouTube channel. And anybody out there who's not a subscriber to the Jeff Wilson Show channel, that's a totally separate YouTube channel. And I do longer form videos and interviews and that kind of thing on that channel. So tomorrow morning's episode with the GM of Beckett will be a good one. He'll talk about the changes you can expect to see to Beckett, the reinvestment they're making. And they're thinking about some really interesting ideas, TPott. He kind of dropped some news about 2/3 of the way through the video.
Okay.
I feel like I'm not going to tell you right now. I'm going to make you listen to the video tomorrow morning in order to see the news.
All right, I guess I'll have to do that.
They're thinking about what would be a pretty significant change to how people submit cards to Beckett. It's kind of interesting. It would guarantee turnaround times, guarantee the day you would get your card back. It's interesting, but it has some caveats to it. You'll have to watch the video tomorrow morning to find out.
That's a big deal.
Might be some
I
stuff
suppose.
happening with Beckett.
Does it involve needing to wait for 2 hours in line for an RCR first at the Dallas Card Show?
The line's a little long.
Okay. Does
The
it
line is
involve
a little
needing to
long.
wait 6 hours for TSA in Atlanta to fly personally to Beckett's headquarters to get same-day service for $250 a card?
The TSA lines are worse than the lines for the grading companies.
They are
I can't-
real bad.
They're real bad right now.
Here, anyway.
In Atlanta. Atlanta, they're real bad. Let's get Peter a pack.
All right. This is the last pack of Bowman's Best. See if we can get something else out of here. Ooh, we got a thick card in here. That's a good sign.
Ooh, no, thick boy.
Move it to the back. Cam Jones, Jaleel Bethea, out of 50. Kay Koval. Anyone know who that is for Notre Dame?
Nope.
Because I don't. Katie Koval, Notre Dame
Kate.
center. Kate.
I believe that's Kate.
Kate.
Good
that one.
pronunciation.
There we go.
That one got him.
Tyler Hendricks, Scotty Middleton, Dennis Evans, Riley Kugel, Billy Richmond III, Sion James, and the thick one is Aiden Sherrill.
Cool.
Out of 50.
Little Jersey Auto card.
There you go. Look at that.
Let it
Jersey
rain.
Auto.
Kay Koval, now a forward for LSU. So she might be playing, might be
Okay.
dancing deep into the tournament this year. So there you go. Transferred from Notre Dame to LSU to seek a larger role and increased playing time. So there you go. We have one more giveaway pack, Nick?
We got one more for a question if we have time.
Then let's just do one more question real quick. This will be our final question of the night. Then we're going to do our big giveaway. J&N Collectors, looking ahead of the National, which top 10 QB are you avoiding because you think the hype is unwarranted, and which under-the-radar QB are you actively targeting? Well, I'm going to give an answer that probably doesn't qualify as under the radar, but I do think Caleb Williams is going to be the hottest QB name at the National. That's what I think is going to happen. I think the way it ended last season, there's a lot of Caleb Williams hype. The Bears are improving, and the Nationals in Chicago. Buy Caleb Williams today on March the 24th, and you'll be able to flip that Caleb Williams on July the 30th at the National for considerably more. That's my prediction. Not financial advice, just a guess, but that's what I believe would be the case. So I'm going Caleb Williams, not under the radar, but that's your opportunity if the National is in mind. What do you think?
I'm going to say the biggest, in my mind, hands down, the biggest watch out, even though he's come down 28% or so in the last month, is Drake May.
Okay.
Just be very careful. Sophomore slump like this.
Sure.
This I guess it's not sophomore, third year slump, but we see this, and the Patriots. Yes, they made it to the Super Bowl. They made it to the Super Bowl. Drake May did not have a good playoffs or a good Super Bowl. He played real tough defenses. The Patriots had the second easiest schedule in NFL history for a Super Bowl qualifying team ever. Only the 99 Rams had an easier schedule. He played all of the worst defenses in the NFL last year during the regular season, and the few teams that he did play above 500 during the regular season, he did not play well. That was a big reason why, in spite of my bias toward Matthew Stafford, even if the things were flipped, I would have still said that Stafford had the better resume and deserved to win the MVP last year, and he did. So Drake May is a big watch out for me. I know Patriots fans aren't going to want to hear that. I know the people who are heavily invested into him aren't going to want to hear that, and I could be completely wrong because there's also player development that can happen, and he may have learned from his experience in the playoffs. So don't take that to the bank. I just think it's a big watch out.
Okay.
With Caleb Williams, what's fascinating to me is, look, obviously, I'm a Notre Dame fan, so I don't like USC, and I'm a Lions fan, so I don't like the Bears. So on no planet or no part of the multiverse would I ever be rooting for Caleb Williams in any way, shape, or form at any point in his career thus far. He did not have a good year last year. Statistically, he did not have a good year. In the playoffs, he wasn't good. He just had big moments at the end of games. That says something about how the card market works and how the collective consciousness and public eye works. And ultimately, they lost, and the Bears are who we thought they were. As the famous quote goes, they're going to now have the most difficult schedule of the NFC North teams next year. The one secret weapon and the thing that worried me, and I think the thing that actually carried them last year, was that I think Ben Johnson is a hell of a good coach. And I was sad to see him leave Detroit, and I think he could very well turn Caleb Williams, who has all the tools and potential in the world, into an absolutely elite quarterback. He is unequivocally not that right now. He is not. You saw the throw. It was an absurdly talented throw, but that doesn't mean he's there right now. So it's a big question mark for me. I'm biased, I'll admit it. I shade in the direction of I don't think he's actually there yet. He may get there. He may also wind up like CJ Stroud and people fading him hard in the next 2 years. I don't know. I have no idea, but I'm watching with curiosity. I'm hopeful that the Lions can reclaim as Kings of the North next year. We'll see. But I agree, he's probably going to be very hot. A lot of people are very excited about Caleb Williams.
And I was commenting less on what I think Caleb Williams is going to do this fall and commenting more on the national specifically because I think that Caleb Williams will be the hottest QB at the national.
Yeah.
Regardless of what, that will be obviously before the fall. So we'll see. Interesting. Let's get J&N that last pack, and then we're going to get into our last giveaway and trivia here in just a moment.
One more pack of football.
Yep.
All right. We got Ty Felton, Andrew Makuba, Atet McMillan in the red. That's a nice one. And Chase Brown.
There you go. All right. Teapot, before we do our final giveaway of the night, let's show off the new Market Movers app one more time.
Okay.
If we could, just real quick, because we've had some new people join the show. And if you've joined the show in the last hour and a half, then what you missed was our big announcement, which took place in the first hour of the show, where we said that we have a brand new version of the Market Movers app with a completely redesigned user interface that will be debuting and rolling out to all of our Market Movers users within the next 2 weeks. If you have the Market Movers app on your phone, you will soon be getting an update, and when you open up the updated version of the app, you're going to see this really cool interface, which Teapot is going to show off to us right now.
Yeah, I got it pulled up again here.
Teapot,
Yeah.
Can you switch it from, I think it's night shift mode? It's super orange.
Wow, look at Teapot in this night shift mode here.
Hold on.
Wow, what is this, Teapot? Your old man eyes.
That's called protecting your eyesight. Hold on, let me.
Wow, it's after 9 o'clock, so Teapot has to go into bedtime mode with his night shift here.
That's called
you need to magnify.
protecting your melatonin, Jeff. I'm a scientist at
You
heart,
want to magnify
okay?
your phone 6x too?
Yeah.
Jeez, this guy over
my
here.
gosh.
Wow, look
Why
at
don't
this
you
guy.
go watch some Andrew Huberman
That's
and
about
come back,
right
okay?
there. That's about
Go
right
educate
there.
yourself.
That's about right.
Let me see if I can change
Put
this.
on my orange night shift mode and my 6x
You know what? I'll bring them.
screen.
I'll bring them. Hold on. Why can't I not find? The real problem is here. Okay. I'm tapping the ding. There we go. There we go. We did it. Okay, back up. If you know, you know. Get rid of the blue screens in your life. All right, here we go. New app version. So still got the bottom navigation. Still can go into my collection, track and see how that's doing or how it's crushing me. There's my Kevin McGonigal. That card's worth a lot more than what it says right now with no sales. Still got your cards database. You got this player database that you can look up. But the big thing is you're going to come into the search, and the search is now just merged. It's this beautiful chimerical creation on search now. And I can type in Kevin, McGonigal, and I can search for his cards. And it's going to pull up all the most recent stuff. You got the different views. You can scroll, look at things in a different large view. So for if you're old like me and you need night mode in the big view on your phone, you can do that. And as I scroll down, if I encounter a card that's in our almost 7 million card database, you're going to see this little insights on here, like that
little
red
thing
little
right
red
there on the
insights.
screen.
We're going to tap on that. And that means that card is actively tracked every day in Market Movers with a query that's written by our team to track the pricing. You can check that particular listing. So that's the comp. You could just go ahead and add it into your collection where it'll track it every single day. And then you can scroll down and still get access to all the usual price charts over time, see how those things are trending. Look at the for sale listings on eBay, auction listings, check all the sold data, check different price points so I can see all in a glance. Raw is $14, PSA 10's $165. That's a big price premium. And I can scroll down and then I can go through all the different variations that are set up. I can also look at those with the different colors and parallels and visualize them that way. So it's sort of merging everything together all at your fingertips. And the goal is that over time, some version of this would have maybe not all, but the vast majority of these matched up to cards too, so that you can chart them and have that functionality. And then of course, the other big thing that we said is coming is raw image scanning for cards.
Yep.
So you will be able to use the little camera icon in the top right to scan your raw cards and get instant pricing. There's a lot of cool functionality to that as well. And that's just the beginning. What we have planned for the rest of this year, 2026, is we're locked in, teams humming along. We're hiring. If you feel you are a qualified staff level engineer or a database engineer and you're looking for an exciting job in the industry, please reach out to us. We have 2 open positions there. If you feel you have subject matter domain expertise in some of the less popular sports like hockey, soccer, F1, UFC, TCG, reach out to us. We may have some opportunities in data. We're growing and we're really pumped about what we've got cooking right now.
There you go. A lot happening, guys. That update to the Market Movers app will be rolling out to everybody within the next 2 weeks, and we're going to put a coupon code on the bottom of the screen. If you are not a Market Movers subscriber and you want to sign up, you're going to get 2 weeks for free. So you'll get enough free time to get that new app. Use that promo code LIVE right there at the bottom of the screen for 2 weeks free. Just sign up right now at marketmoversapp.com with promo code LIVE. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Our last giveaway of the night, and then trivia for some really nice prizes. Let's call up our last giveaway winners list.
I got to do a deduplicate real quick.
All right, we're going to do that real quick.
We'll be good to go.
All right, so we'll give TPott just a second to do that. I'll tell everybody the theme for trivia tonight. The theme for trivia is opening day. We've got the baseball opening day, which is happening this week. So our theme for trivia is opening day. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be 100% baseball questions. Mixed in a little other stuff there as well. So it's not just baseball, but it's all about opening day. So that will be our trivia.
All right.
To get into the trivia game, that link that is on the top of the YouTube chat, sportscardinvestor.com/live. It says enter the giveaway, but that's actually also the link you're going to click to get into trivia. So trivia is only for Market Movers members. You can go ahead and click that link now. Go ahead and get yourself in the trivia game now, because we're going to be starting it in just a moment. And of course, trivia brings a $100 first place gift card to cardshq.com for the winner. $50 for second, $25 for third place, plus one other lucky participant who doesn't place well. But we're going to give one other lucky participant $25 gift card to cardshq.com as well, just for playing along, even if you're not good at sports card trivia. So please join the trivia game. Once again, that is linked on the top of the YouTube chat. Click there and then click over to the trivia.
All right.
All right, we got our giveaway winners, TPott.
I'm good to go. We got
Awesome.
them. All right. We're going to lock it in. 3, randomize. 1, 2, a 3. We got Lucas Minato, Mark Hopkins, Marvin Griffin, Nick Schob 2, and Sullivanate 2006.
There you go. The first five on the list.
Winners.
There they are. And those 5 winners are winning what, Mr. Nicholas?
We have 5 packs of Stadium Club baseball left.
Okay.
All right.
So do you want to open those? Do you want to send them sealed? What do you want to do?
Well, let's rip them real quick, and then we'll start the trivia game as soon as we get done ripping these packs. So once again, if you're not in the trivia game yet, please go get in it now. The trivia game will start here in about 2 or 3 minutes once we rip through these packs.
All right. Teapot, if you just want to remind me of the names as I go through these.
I can do that. It is Lucas Minato 50 starting out here.
All right. We got Kyle Tucker, Michael King, Sammy Sosa, Zach Neto, green out of 199. Miguel Cabrera red, Ben Rice, Prince Fielder, and Honus Wagner.
There you go. And by the way, in the YouTube chat, the Market Movers handle in the YouTube chat has put that link to the page, which has the link to the trivia a couple of times in the YouTube chat. So you can just click right to that sportscardinvestor.com/live from the YouTube chat and then get into the trivia from there.
Yep.
All right, number 2.
All right. Job.
Jackson Job, Brian Wu, Moises Ballesteros, Jacob Wilson red rookie. You got Paul Konerko orange. Who is this? You got Rafael Devers, Ellie De La Cruz. It's a nice picture.
Yeah, I like the Ellie.
And Jordan Westberg. All right, number 3.
I think you gave me that COVID.
All right, Will Smith, Brent Rooker, Bryce Terang, a red Connor Norby rookie, a Gunnar Henderson, yours for the taking, Cal Ripken Jr., Corbin Burns, and a PCA.
PCA. All right.
All right.
That was Mark Hopkins. Marvin Griffin, pack 3. Or is this pack 4?
This is 4.
This is 4. Oh, this is Nick Schob. Last one was Marvin Griffin.
Okay. Okay, Corbin Carroll, Royce Lewis, Zach Gallen, Luis Severino red, Luis Robert Jr., Dylan Cruz, Juan Soto, and a Sonny Gray.
Yep. Last up, Sullivan Nate. I tried to make that Italian, like Sagese. I think it's just Sullivan Nate, 2006. I said Sullivanate the first time.
All right. Max Fried, Kobe Mayo, Andrew McCutcheon, Hunter Green red, Concentration, Corbin Burns, Bryce Harper, Justin Verlander, and Cody Bellinger.
All right.
There we go. Awesome. Congratulations to all of our pack winners tonight. If you won anything, make sure to fill out that prize claim form, which is on the same page that you go to for trivia. So just go to the sportscardinvestor.com/live, and the prize claim form is there, and the link to trivia is there, and we're about to start trivia. So if you've not gotten into trivia, this is your final chance to get into trivia. The way that trivia works, there's going to be 10 questions. You get points. Obviously, you got to answer the question correctly to get points. But if you answer it correctly, it's also about how quickly you answer it correctly. So make sure to answer right and make sure to answer fast. That's going to get you the most points. At the end of the 10 questions, it will total up the scores. We'll see who our winners are. And more importantly, we'll see if you beat this guy over here. We'll see if Teapot ends up first, second, third, fifth, or like last time where you were like down at like number 15 or something.
I think I was like 23. It was
23.
my worst ever last month. Yeah.
Well, hopefully you recover, Teapot. It is
Yeah.
opening day trivia in celebration of the baseball season opening day this week. Looks like we got 114 people in this trivia game. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Hopefully you out there are ready as well. I'm going to go ahead and hit start. We're going to begin the countdown for opening day trivia. Question 6, by the way, is a killer. Just a killer.
Is that a clue?
Good luck. No, it's not a clue.
I thought maybe it was
good
like
luck
an
on
O.J.
question
Simpson.
6. The countdown starts now.
Aaron Hernandez? Are you just showing the questions? Those
Oh,
aren't
don't show the
right?
answers. Don't show the answers.
Don't show the answers. Clark. Wonder
Look at that.
why is it named Clark? Do you know?
I don't know. My Padawan in third place. Let's go back to the screen. Who got second?
Baseball 500.
Baseball 500 second.
No, I didn't. Did I still get
Yes, first place. Oriole fans
Wow.
Josh.
Orioles
a
fans
new winner
Josh.
tonight. Oriole fans Josh in first place. Okay, look at that.
it? Down in 8th.
Down
I
in
was.
eighth, Teapot.
I knew I was slow on a few. I'm not a fast reader. When I took the ACT, the reading category was the one that got me because I'm not fast.
Well, I tell you what, first I got to give a round of applause to everybody playing trivia tonight, Teapot, because there were a lot of people who did really, really well. You guys should be proud of yourselves. In fact, going into the last question, I think there were 7 people that had gotten every question correct. But then the last question, including you,
Yeah, I was 9
but
for
then
9.
the last question took out 6 of the 7 people who had a perfect score up to that point. The only person who ended up with a perfect score was our first place winner, Orioles fan Josh. He won the trivia tonight. But we had several people who got 9 out of 10 questions correct, including Baseball Fan 500 in second, My Padawan, Steve Strickland, Big C7 Cards, Josh Rower, Wisconsin Collectibles, U Teapot, Peter T, and Frog Tunic all got 9 questions right, and then a bunch of people got 8 right. Actually, there were some more that was there anyone else who got 9 right, just a little slower? JMZ Cards got 9 right as well. And then everyone else was 8 or 7 or below.
I'm going to be honest.
But there was
Clark,
a lot of good
Clark was
questions.
my last guess.
Yeah,
I didn't.
for the Cubs
I don't know.
mascot.
I'm
Only 10% of people got that as the Cubs
ashamed.
mascot.
Ooh.
I got to say, on that one, I did a good job of coming up with 3 alternatives, which all sounded more likely than Clark. I had Harry.
Well, I assumed it
had
couldn't be Cubby. I
had
like,
Ernie. I
this-
felt like all 3 of those were good alternatives.
Yeah, I
Why
was
do they
like,
call it
Ernie
Clark?
can't be Ernie. I don't. Yeah, Clark. Why? I don't know. Why is the Cubs mascot called
I don't know.
Clark?
I don't know.
Let's
Interesting
see.
stuff.
Because of Clark Street.
Clark Street, of course. Clark Street. That's why they call him Clark. They should have called him Harry or Cubby. That would have been better. All right, so our first place winner, Orioles fan Josh, you just won a $100 gift card to cardshq.com. Baseball 500, you've won a $50 gift card to cardshq.com. My Padawan has won a $25 gift card to cardshq.com. And then Nick, I need you to pick one other random number, and let me tell you how many people scored a point. You're going to pick a random number between 4 and 107.
76.
76. The person in 76th place is Porge. Porge. Porge, who actually answered 8 out of 10 correctly, but was a little slow in answering 8 out of 10 correctly, so didn't get that many points. But Porge, congratulations. If I called your name as a winner, make sure to fill out that prize winner form. That is on the same sportscardinvestor.com/live, so we can get you your prize. And that's it for tonight's show, Teapot. This was a good show. Look forward to those Market Movers app updates within the next 2 weeks. And
make it bald for all his sass.
yeah, there you go. All right, there we go. Thank you. Thank you all for watching. Good night, everybody. Have a great rest of your night. Take care.
Bye-bye.